Morning. Good morning. Maybe I will get 10 minutes. Maybe I will get a bit longer. But let me carry on with a conversation I started this morning on my way to work. In fact, my expectation is that this will be a simple thing for a lot of people to understand, but apparently not. Anyway, can you hear me? If you can hear me, do let me know that you can hear me, you can see me, and then we can go on. Morning. Volume is going to be low because of the setting. Good morning. So this morning on my way in, I'm going to do this in English because there's a sister who sent me a long complaint about not being able to speak Tree, and that this topic is important and it needs to be shared with the wider community, and I agree. So, you can see me. Good morning, Akosia. Good morning, Jemima. Good morning, Kwame. Yeah, she says it's a very important topic. It's one I shouldn't segregate to just Tree speakers, and I think it's a legitimate point. Good morning. Abizi TV, I can also see you. Penda, I know, where have you been? My goodness, it's good to see you, my sister. Really good to see you. So, this morning on my way to work, I actually decided to pick up the ZionFelix saga. No, I am not discussing the ZionFelix saga because I'm interested in getting in his business. I really don't care. But when things come into public domain, it is now a case study for wise people to learn from. Okay, Kusia Papa, good morning. Sister Jemima, good morning. Good morning, Prince. I'll try not to waste your time. I'll try to go straight to the point. And I was actually talking to the two parties that I want to acknowledge. But the third one, who is the gospel musician in Italy, she is a different issue. I would discuss her. But mainly, I'm addressing Zion and I am addressing Mina. Most of my energy on this topic will actually be spent on Mina. Zion is a young man. He's making choices he thinks are cool. And there are people who are advising him and telling him those choices are cool. Well, Zion, if you look at track records in the past, there are many case studies around. You can come to conclusions yourself. Betty, good morning. Oh, the time has changed, Penda. That's why. Nathan, hello. Listen, I've given you a few examples, but today, Zion, I am still referencing the Two Baba case because it is so relevant and it is so timely. You've seen Two-Face Idibia, Two Baba, the original. Yeah, stars don't come bigger than that. Yeah, people don't rise higher than that. Yeah, Two Baba is Two Baba, you understand? But when Two Baba was becoming Two Baba also became unbecoming, especially in a particular department. I'm sure Two Baba thought he was a star and that his star will continue to rise, and it has continued to rise. But listen, regardless of how high your star rises, there are certain aspects of life that if you mess up in, it knocks off into the other aspects. There is no running away from that. John, Rich Babe, you and I need to talk business this afternoon when I finish work, okay? Listen, people have done this. People have misled other young men. People have taken many young men down this line thinking that they have discovered new wisdom, thinking that the outcome will change. It never changes. It is the same. If you are a young man who chooses to spread your oats, well, you end up with a lot of wild seeds. And when things grow in the wild and there is no farmer, you end up with a lot of repercussions. This is a young man who's welcomed 2 children within the space of a month. Insane. No, this is not the first time we are starting life. Even those who allowed 6 months, 8 months, go and have a look at Kennedy Japan. Kennedy is honest. He comes on record and we see his issues also chase him sometimes. You seen Kennedy? Is this the model to share with young people? No? Well, listen, Zion, the path you are taking will take you a particular direction. And the thorns on that journey, we know them well. And as my little brother, I want to make sure that I have put information out. What has happened with these 2 or 3 children has already happened. But end the buck here, my brother. End it. If it's 2 children or 3 children, boy, you are about to suffer a lot of stress anyway. Make sure that you are not extending this and making it even worse for yourself. Rich people have tried it. Poor people have tried it. Learned people have tried it. Uneducated people have tried it. It makes very little difference, your profile. But if you walk this path, it goes only one direction. Only one direction. No, it's not. It has nothing to do with status. It has nothing to do with riches. The emotional torture you are about to suffer because you've put women in competition. There is no money that will save you from that. There is no stardom that will save you from that. The children will blame you when the outcomes are different. There is no running away from that. There is no running away from that. The stress you will experience going forward because of these choices you are making, again, there is no escaping. But you see, Zion, as for you, my sympathy for you has a certain limit because you are making choices. And so you suffer the consequences and you do it quietly. Okay? It is Mina who has my sympathy. Reason being that she is not involved in any of this. Somebody has dragged her into this. Mina thought she was safe and steady with somebody who is not responsible, who doesn't respect himself, and has not been safe and sensible and has gone exploring and sowing oats. And yes, Mina, listen, people will tell you to hang on. No, don't hang on. There's nothing to hang on except disrespect. There is nothing to hang on to here except stress. There is nothing to hang on to here except finding yourself in the business of children you have no business with and dealing with baby mamas who are now your rivals. Mina, you were not enough in the first place. Abizi, going too far for whom? I don't know. Is it going too far for you? Because me, I've not even got started. I'm not warmed up yet. Mina, listen. Listen very carefully. And again, if you want a case study, go have a look at Annie Idibia. See what Annie Idibia has suffered. See what Annie Idibia still continues to suffer. And ask yourself, Mina, do you want to go down that route? Probably not. Probably not. Go and ask people. Okay, Abizi, I get you. Yeah, go and ask people who have gone through this and they'll tell you how stressful it is. You haven't made a choice, true. When you were getting ready to welcome your baby, you wanted somebody to be there, true. Sis, those pictures before the baby shower, those pictures don't look good because we all know the circumstances behind the picture. You don't have a secure man. We all know it. You will spend the rest of your life pretending, keeping appearances, wanting to look stable and happy when it is not possible for you to be stable and happy in a circumstance like this. Yeah, he's King Solomon, but we all know what happened to King Solomon too, Fariba. We all know it's Vincent. We know. The Bible chats all of it. The end of King Solomon is also in the Bible. Don't you read it? Yeah, go and read it. He started with wisdom. He was going in grace. Yeah, and then pride, self-elevation, poor advice would lead you down this route. The Italian burgas for her, I don't waste a lot of time on her because she knew. Mina was there already. She's ready for competition, so that's okay. Yeah, she has the energy to compete. That's fine. The one I want to address is Mina because she's not actually set herself up for this. She's been dragged into this accidentally. Yusuf, hello. She's been dragged into this accidentally, unwillingly. And people will give you that Ghanaian advice. Don't let another woman take your man. Which man? Mina, which man? Which your man? If this guy was your man, will he be welcoming another baby together with yours at the same time? He's not your man. He is our man. Our man. Go and ask the women who have tried to deal with our men and let them tell you the amount of stress it will take you to. You will lose your hair, sister. You will lose your confidence, sister. You will go into public and do stupid things because you will be dragged into competition. You cannot marry our men and do it with any aplomb, my sister. You can't. You cannot. Don't let anybody tell you this competition thing makes sense. It makes no sense. You will disrespect yourself. You will invite other people to disrespect you. And yeah, in fact, at some point, your son, I think yours is the daughter, right? Your child. Yours is the daughter, the other one is the son. His first son is not your child. You have inheritance battle on your hand, mate. If you get married, any property you will develop, know that there is also other stakeholders. Why will you go and spend your energy to build with a man who has already got stakeholders ready to claim? Why? Why, Mina? Why? Explain it to me. Why? Mina might not understand now, but I'm explaining to Mina as her big sister. I'm older than she is. So as your big sister, and especially in the position I find myself, listening to elderly women, listening to the regret of women who thought that they could do what you think you can do now. You cannot. There are better women than you who have found they cannot. There are wiser women who tried it, didn't. More prayerful women didn't survive. More audacious women did not survive. The original Adigidon women all went crazy trying to do this. And you think you are the only one who can do it. Sister Mina, forget that one. Forget that one. There is no point. There is no point. Girl, run. Run. And don't listen to any useless advice asking you to stay and fight. Fight for what? Shame? It's wholesale. Ridicule? Wholesale. Embarrassment? Wholesale. What? Public sympathy? What would you use it for? Mina, run. Run. Because this person is not true. This person is not honest. This person does not understand commitment. And that's what you need. Flee, my sister, run. Flee. Don't wait for your shoes. Flee. Girl, don't stay. Nikki, good morning. Don't stay. No, don't stay. Escape whilst there is time. Which promise? Sister, remove the whole promise and run. This guy has already delivered and you are hanging on to what promise ring? Which promise? Promise of what? Which life? My dear, run. Run. It is difficult for you to build with people like that because you know that everything you are building is going to be scattered. You can't build with a person like that. You will always second guess yourself. You will always wonder. Everywhere he goes, you will now become the CID trying to monitor. You will not do business because you are wasting your time monitoring somebody who is not. No, you cannot monitor an indisciplined person. You cannot. Why should you? Why should you monitor somebody? Don't. Good morning, Mickey. Sister Santua, had I known, it's always at last. Well, Mina, your big sisters are talking. Listen. Some people have come to know this too late. They want me to tell you, run. I have worked with too many people who have attempted this stupid journey and then found out in the middle when they are already too deep that they cannot escape. Run, girl, run. You've made one mistake. Run. Don't make a second one. Please don't add to it. If I had the telephone number for Annie Idibia, I would have given you her number. 2 months ago, people were here making noise. Annie Idibia, the only woman who stayed. The only woman who can take the crap. You can't take that crap. You will become mentally warped. You cannot sustain that rubbish. It will affect you emotionally. It will affect you psychologically. It will affect you financially. It will affect you in every way possible. No, don't. Mina, don't. Don't. As for money, girl, you're a makeup artist. You've enjoyed enough of the limelight. People know you enough. Girl, focus on your business. If he wants to take care of the kid, take the money. He wants to come take pictures with his kid, let him. But as for you, Mina, becoming a permanent part of this public show, public ridicule. Distance yourself. Because honestly, when I saw those baby mama pictures, I pitied you. It was embarrassing, really. It is embarrassing that he will come to you, do this with you, and then run off and do it somewhere else, and everybody's laughing. Mina, why? Why would you sustain this? Why? If you know her, tag her for me. Tag her for me. Tag Zion himself for me. Because he needs to stop a process before he ruins himself. He's building himself, but he has taken a gun and he is shooting everything he has built by these actions. Zion, there is nothing fancy here. There's only wahala. There is only trouble. There is only agitation. No peace on this path you are choosing. But that's for you, your choice. It is this girl who would be misled by the average population, our people. A virtuous woman. What do you need virtue for? Is this man a virtuous man? Does he deserve a virtuous woman? My friend, run with your legs. Escape. Escape. Don't stay. Don't stay. Don't listen. Because all those people will corner you in a position and then they will stay in the comfort of their homes to laugh at your expense. Don't do it, Mina. Don't do it. Don't do it. He's not yours. You were never enough. You were not adequate. You were there before he went seeking the others. You will never be enough. He will never change. It will take a miracle. It will take some great miracle for change to happen. And sister, you cannot bet on that change. So until you've seen change and evidence of it, it is good to assume he will never change. But even the mistakes he's already committed, the consequences of those are dire already. What he has already done and what that will bring to your life. Ooh. These are the choices men make. They live with those choices, they die with those choices, and these ghosts come even to ruin them at their funeral when they are not here. Haven't you been to those funerals of very prominent men who have children climbing from every cupboard, creating a scene at a funeral, fighting over property, exerting themselves and wanting to put on a show? Haven't you seen them? The embarrassment doesn't even end with your death. It continues into your legacy. Men, think carefully, think clearly, make sensible choices for a change, please. Because we've seen too many people try this. It doesn't work. Rich people have tried it. It has not worked. Intelligent people tried it. It didn't work. Clever people, it didn't work. Educated people, it did not work. Royals, it didn't work. Commoners, it didn't work. And it will not work with you. It won't. Because life is such that you need loyalty to build. And nobody can be loyal to somebody who is not true. So all these women, it becomes transactional. Everybody's trying to grab what they can for their children. Everybody's trying to build and yank some time for themselves. Everybody's demanding because everybody wants to get a fair share. And no, you cannot deliver all of it. You will get stressed. Yeah, you will get hypertension before your time. Yeah, you will. Yes. You will not have peace to sleep. You will become an insomniac before your time. You will start aging and you won't understand. You think it's the witches from your hometown. No, it's your own choices. Your own choices. Your choices, not the witches. With what you are doing, you don't need witches in your life. All the witches can go on holiday. You are enough of a wizard. Why do witches need to help you? When you are a wizard yourself, ruining your own life. Oh, no. But that is a separate one. So this is all I discussed this morning. And I said that I will extend the work I had done before. Yeah, I will share it to other places. I will go to other territories. Mina, I will advise you properly, honestly. A lot of elderly women have been sending me audios all morning. I will work through those, I'll filter them, and I will give you the advice from your big sisters, from your mothers, from your aunties who have tried this nonsense before you. But even before you listen to those stories, go to Facebook, type in Annie Idibia, Two Baba, or Two Face today. You will know. You will know. You don't even need to listen to the Ghanaians today. Go to Google, type in Annie Idibia. Just Annie Idibia. Two Baba, Two Face. Just read a little bit of the story and look at the brouhaha. The brouhaha never stops. And his marriage to Annie, I think Annie has hung on to it for as long. Annie has fought like a Trojan, but even a Trojan runs out of steam at some point, my sister. Even a Trojan runs out of energy at some point. Even a Trojan is beaten by circumstances in the end. That's what's happening to Annie. Annie has run out of energy. She can't take it anymore. Yeah, she brought it to Facebook because this thing becomes challenged. You no longer have control of this thing. The emotions are too much. So your mouth will spill and you will embarrass yourself. For what? What exactly are you fighting for? Fighting for what? Sister Bernice, what are you fighting for? Sister, go and work. Go and work. Go and take care of your kid. You have been given a gift. Take care of that gift. Go and build some respect for yourself. And when you meet a man who is able to accept you as enough, only you as enough, you can try again. But as for this one, I'm not sure. I'm not convinced. Me? Yeah, I promised I would translate my earlier video. Abizi, I see you. I wanted to translate the video in Chi for a sister who was quite passionate in complaining. Sister Ama, I know this is not only for Akans. I'm like, okay, it's the only language I speak. No, Sister Ama, that's a lie. You speak English. And I'm like, actually, that's true. I do speak English. So, okay, fine. I will make the video again. I will explain what I said before. And then I will carry on with the topic when I finish work, as I promised. Sister Christina, Betty, it's very painful. But do we allow the pain to drag us into more pain, to drag us into embarrassment, to drag us into stupid decision after stupid decision? No, we don't. You cut the buck at some point. You end the cycle at some point. You say enough is enough at some point. It's okay. Take your wahala, go. Daniel, of course. There are no pains. So you go and find your baby mamas. Yeah? I'm not one of your baby mamas, so I don't particularly care. So if you want to build more baby mamas, go right ahead. I don't have time for you. All right? Those who feel they are ready to try and avoid problems, those who want to manage problems which are already existing, are the only ones I'm interested in today. So no, Daniel, feel free. Have more baby mamas. Your business, not mine. Yeah? And if the mamas are happy to have your babies, go right ahead. You deserve each other. You deserve each other, so go ahead. I have no interest in trying to end that cycle. Yeah. Well, I don't know. If you're happy to play this competition game again, then it's their problem. But like I said, Sister Lorinda, me, I will just put information out there. I will put it out there for those who want to tap into it. And those who still want men like Daniel to deceive them, to drag them into foolishness like this, that's their business. Once I have actually put what I know and what I've heard out, I've done my bit. If you don't want to listen to advice, that's your business. I have absolutely no more stakes in this. Yeah, it makes sense to carry on fighting for what exactly, I don't know. Betty, I have no words for him. Yeah. Some of these men are funny. He sees it as an opportunity for him to go and exploit somebody else's sister. Well, see, you also have sisters. You don't have sisters, you will have daughters. Yeah, you will know this game. This is a cycle, it never ends. You will have daughters, you will understand. At that point, what I'm saying will make sense to you. When somebody else is doing this to your daughter, you will get it. Oh, let me tell you, somebody has to make a stop. Kwesitano, good morning. Good morning. Let those who have ears listen. That's it. And those of you who do this to other people's daughters, you will have your own daughters. Yeah. Sometimes I watch Kennedy Japan and I giggle. Some of his baby mama bruha has come, or some stories about his daughters come out, and I giggle. I'm like, when you were doing it to other people's daughters, you thought that you were wise. Well, see, a lot of his kids, 16 of Kennedy Japan's daughters are kids are daughters. He brought them to Dubai for his 60th. 16 daughters. He will know what it feels like. Oh, Ken will understand what his baby mamas have been saying all along. He will get it, believe me. If he didn't get it before, 16 daughters, he will know. He will know. Yeah. No, I don't need to explain to Ken how and why these things are problems now, because I'm sure some of his daughters have already helped him to understand. Some of his fellow brothers have also helped his daughters to help him to understand. He will get it. So those of you who don't get it, wait. When you have daughters, you will get it. It will make sense. It's actually not rocket science. It's simple. But if it's difficult to understand, wait. When your time comes, you will get it. Yeah? Yeah. Of course, they advise their children never to follow their footsteps because it was nonsense in the first place. It was nonsense in the first place. A lot of them have a number of kids they can't even sustain. And so the poor women have to go and work and come and top up because the men have bitten more than they can chew. It's stupid. Stupid all around. Anyway, listen. I promised to translate. I think I have actually translated as much as what I did before I came. I had a break. But I do need to get back and go do what pays me. So, I have no guilt for those of you who don't speak Tree. Now you've heard me in the two languages I speak. Those of you who want to hear me, well, I've spoken all the languages I speak. I cannot do more. I cannot say more up to this point. On your head, may it rest. That's what I've got to say. On your head, may it rest. It's your decision. It's your life. You can do with it as you please. I am just putting information here and hoping that I might be able to guide you and help you to avoid the end we all see, we all know. We've seen it so many times. It's not about to change. When you choose a direction, it will take you a particular path. I feel sorry for all of them. I do. But I feel more sorry for Mina because she's not chosen. I think the second girl knew. So she has less sympathy from me. Anyway, catch you soon.